I'm
good,
fine,
yeah.
thank you.
Glad to be here.
Welcome to Argentina again. How do you feel this time?
Well, I love it always, and it's great to be back. And this is
Yeah,
the
my first time.
first time
here.
for Dick, and I
Yeah.
think this is about the 11th time for me. It's been a few times now, but yeah, it's just fantastic to be back, and it's great to be able to play our music to a new audience.
Okay, I understand. What do you tell me about the origin of the Cryssis in the early 80s? What do you remember with the gig of these times?
Not a lot.
No,
It's a long while ago.
yeah. No, it was good. It was, I was very young. I was like 14 or 15 or something like that. 1981. So I was born 64. What's that? 74.
16, 17.
No, 16, 17. And we didn't have the greatest management or anything, did we?
No.
We never recorded a record. We only did one demo tape.
Yeah, we wrote a lot of songs, and we got a good feel for the band, and we thought we were really good, but
We thought it was going to be famous.
exactly, yeah, we thought it was.
But it
this was
went
it.
wrong.
Yeah, management was bad, time was wrong, and timing was seen bad, and we just couldn't make it happen.
But then, like 25 years later or something, I found the tape and I was like, we have to record.
Question
In a big box, 2,000 tapes.
And they were naughty on TV and
Naughty.
very
Naughty old punk rockers.
very naughty boys.
on TV.
But it became, but again, it was like that. Watching TV and
Yeah, what, 6 o'clock and they're going, you fucking dirty bastard. It's like, whoa, my mum's going, what's going on here? There was people kicking their TVs in. Idiots.
Turn off TV.
Yeah, just turn it off, don't kick it in.
Yeah, but today you probably go, oh, I said, but then it was like jaw dropping. It's like, my God,
what the fuck? You can't say that. Oh, yes, you can. Fuck.
But it was, as I say. But looking back now, you can see it was a change for lots of things in TV, in media, in music, in art, in everything. Popular culture changed.
It was such a miserable time when the
Yeah.
music hit. It made give everyone a bit of hope, because there was the rubbish was all in the streets. There was on strike.
Yeah.
You couldn't put your rubbish away. They wouldn't take it. They wasn't even. The morgue, the people when you die, they put you in, they was on strike. So there's dead bodies piling up, there's rubbish in the streets, everyone's on strike, power cuts.
Yeah, water.
You'd be sitting there watching your telly, it's like black darkness. Oh fuck, what's going on?
No water in your houses.
Oh, it was really
turn the
bad.
water off. It was like really bad. Yeah.
But we found out today that 1976 was the start of the real problem here in Argentina.
Yeah.
So that makes it even more.
Well, yeah, then we went, we found out. We thought, that's kind
It's
of
a
really
coincidence.
a coincidence, yeah.
Right. And last record, you got a new member, Laura.
Yeah.
Violin. It's a great instrument.
Jaw dropping. It's like, my God,
what the fuck? You can't say that. Oh yes, you can. Fuck.
But it was, as I say. But looking back now, you can see it was a change for lots of things in TV, in media, in music, in art, in everything. Popular culture changed.
It was such a miserable time when the music hit. It made give everyone a bit of hope, because there was the rubbish was all in the streets. There was on strike.
Yeah.
You couldn't put your rubbish away. They wouldn't take it. They wasn't even. The morgue, the people when you die, they put you in, they was on strike. So there's dead bodies piling up, there's rubbish in the streets, everyone's on strike, power cuts.
Yeah, water.
You'd be sitting there watching your telly, it's like black darkness. Oh fuck, what's going on?
No water in your houses.
Oh, it was really
turn the
bad.
water off. It was like really bad. Yeah.
But we found out today that 1976 was the start of the real problem here in Argentina.
Yeah.
So that makes it even more.
Well, yeah, then we went, we found out. We thought, that's kind
It's
of
a
really
coincidence.
a coincidence, yeah.
Right. And last record, you got a new member, Laura.
Yeah.
Violin. It's a great instrument. What you find in sound with her?
I think that she brings a lot of melody into what we play, and I think she's classically trained. She's enormously talented. So when we're playing songs now, especially tonight in the acoustic setting, she kind of
Be a guitar virtuoso or a drummer with 6 arms. You know, you could anyone could get up and do it and play. And
absolutely.
Do it yourself. You know, press your own record.
Yeah.
This was never heard of before.
Oh God.
You know, you had to go for a major label, blah blah blah. Now you're just like, let's press the record ourselves. Yeah. It's a bit like what we do now.
Yeah.
We release our own records. No one else wants to, and we're happy to do it.
But before 1976, music was just like a dream. You could get involved in it because it was such a huge thing to be able to break, and
it became a reality.
Yeah, in '76 you could do it. You could actually do it all yourself.
No rules anymore.
Yes.
So it did change, but like we just said, and I'm agreed with. You know, it's only looking back now that you see, you go, God, that year was so huge in inspiring and changing and allowing us to do what we do now. Really. So I think, for me, it's a really important year, and lots of political things that happened in England at the time, and also for me the kind of merge between me listening to Paul Kossoff and we were saying before, because Vom was slightly heavier in his taste in music, but we were listening to different things before punk, and then suddenly punk went, wow, you know, that's great, amazing, let's go with this, you know.
Yeah, so it was like, move over rock, here comes punk.
yeah.
And actually, we didn't really know about the 1975 with the Ramones and Blondie and everything in New York.
No.
It was like another world away, you know.
Yeah.
But it was going on there. It was getting started there, and then in England, it just went. 1976 just went bang.
Yeah, and I think on the songs we had the for England.
The first album was like 8 out of the 12 were old songs.
Yeah.
The second album was like 3 or 4 old songs, and then the new one is just two songs.
Yeah, 2 old ones.
Two old ones.
Yeah.
On the new one. So we're still putting these old songs in, and what's great is it doesn't sound like that was written yesterday, and the other one was written 25 years ago. Or it's more than that now. It's about 30 years ago.
That's right. Yeah.
What, is it 20?
Well, it's longer than that. It's 1980. It'll be
1980.
So it's 38 years.
Fuck off! Is it really? Yeah. Oh right, well forget all that what we just said. It's a fucking 38 years. But they still sound like modern. They don't sound like, you know. So that's good.
Yeah, some of that's to do, you know, with the trip, and you know, when we're bringing the songs in, even the old songs. And with
he changes them around.
Changes, and they take on a kind of a different feel and
new life.
And that kind of makes them, maybe that makes them more current, or it's just, but the whole machine of Cryssis works really well together. So it's good. Yeah.
Okay, the album of January of this year, 1976.
Yeah.
Why the name? It's a very important year of punk rock.
Important year for him.
Yeah. Well, for me, I was playing in a kind of rock type band before when I was 13, 14, and then when 76 came along, the world changed. Punk exploded in the UK.
Yes.
Jobs were really hard to find. England was in a real crisis, and
yeah.
Threw that one in.